Real talk. So let me bring somebody else in. Their situation may be a little compromised because they're on the road. Talk to them.
What's happening? What it is? I go by the name of 100 Watts, man, and I love those that love me. What's good, fellas?
What's good?
Chilling, man. You know, mixing it up. You know, and then we got somebody else on deck tonight. A new person to join the spot. Man, Zai, the anime guy. What's going on, family?
What's up? I just on YouTube. I just be grinding. I'm primarily a gaming channel. I put out comedy videos at some time as well.
All right. What
just
platform
finished streaming earlier? Twitch and YouTube. I stream on Twitch. I put videos out on YouTube.
Okay. Tell them how old you are. Where
22.
You
from Brooklyn, New York. Yeah.
All right. So you're definitely gonna have an interesting opinion on some of these things tonight. We're gonna bring somebody else up.
Best in the world.
What it do, Mr. Best in the world? Let the world know what makes you special.
Yeah. Man, what's make y'all special, man? Y'all are the special ones, man. I'm just a fly on the wall. No, I'm joking. Man, Chef, man, thank you for having me on. Appreciate y'all. Much love to the family. You know what I mean? 100 Watts, what's good, baby? You know what I mean? Vic, you know what I mean? Vic, you know
what up? What up?
You know what I mean? Anime guy, what's going on? Good to see you,
what's
bro.
Up? What's good?
You know what I mean? And Chef, yeah, the fam. You know what it is. I see you with the shades. You know what I mean? We blacking out tonight. Blackout. You know what I mean? You muted, Chef. You muted.
We blacking out tonight, baby. You already know.
Blacking out tonight, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'm the network manager for Nodge and Relationships. That's my YouTube platform. I'm also part of the family. Honorary member of the Nighthawks. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Queen told my brother she'll be on soon. She's just cooking real quick. So, yeah, she'll see y'all soon.
Cool. Peace to Queen.
Peace to the Queen.
So, fellas, yo, damn, let me go. I'm gonna pull something up, you know, just to kind of get it a little bit spicy. There was something one of the homies sent me the other day, and it's been important. Damn. Okay. Oh well. I'm gonna do it. Should men manscape? I'm just going through the list.
If you like getting your dick sucked,
you can have a force.
I was short. That was quick.
Damn, we monetized that quick.
Oh, now y'all want me to be nice. Damn, Vic, it's late night.
Wait up, 100 Watts, where you at? Oh, y'all heard him? Y'all couldn't hear him. He said that he got dreads there too.
What you crying about, girl?
Yo, it's Friday night, man. Come on, yo. You know, we gotta get some laughs in this piece, man. Gotta get some laughs in. But yeah, man. That was funny. Y'all don't gotta answer that. I'm not interested. All right. Straight up. Yeah. So, all right, okay. So, by the way, 100 Watts, you know, he's actually traveling on the road right now. So, you know, he's gonna have situations where he potentially will lose service. So don't take it personally. All right.
Don't take it personal.
Yeah. So we're gonna ask a question. And this is for the chat. And let me make sure the chat is lit. I can't tell if the chat is lit right now because we got 21 people watching and only 17 likes. I'm trying to understand
What's going on, man? What's really going on?
what fictional universe
Gotta get them
that
likes
seems
up.
right in.
We don't even do it like that.
We got to get them likes up, man.
Somebody told y'all something different. That's not how we rock out.
Look, of course, Quantum Love jumped on the
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, Zai.
Chef, look at your subs, bruh.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
We had a 300 party last night.
Oh, yeah. So, I'm gonna give you a little secret. I'm gonna give you a little secret. The 300 subs that we got, that was literally organic. And when I say organic, I got about 1,400 Facebook friends, and literally about 1,100 of them are people that I know, have touched, have seen. And I got about almost 900, around 900 IG followers. This whole time that I was on the show and on Conversations with King, I never actually posted any of this stuff on the pages. You know, I was waiting. So I literally just posted maybe a couple hours ago. So that's where you're going to start seeing a lot more subs, people that rock with me that didn't know. I just wanted to make sure that I built the page up in a way where when they came through, it wasn't them just coming to support their homeboys BS. They were actually going to see some real stuff. You feel me? So I got to give that back to the garden, to them folks in the chat, and my A1 day ones that stick around, because you guys helped me create some content that my folks can now feed on and share. All right. So we gonna get a question. All right. 100 watts is back up. So let's get it in while we can ask. And by the way, just to give credit, some of tonight's questions were actually sponsored by 100 watts of Finesse Visions. All right. So 100 watts, you hear us?
You hear me?
Yep. You good? All right. So, random thought. You know which one it is, huh? Should your girlfriend be okay with you buying gifts for the mother of your child? Now, everybody has children here except for Zai. You have any children?
No.
All right, cool.
Not at all.
All right. But, you know, it's something that you could probably speak on. So let's talk about it. Let's go with Vic. Should your girlfriend be okay with you buying gifts for the mother of your child?
Unless she my wife, she ain't really got nothing to say if she taken care of. If she know what I'm buying for the mother of my child, I'm already slipping. I can't even see a situation where she would be that intimately involved in my business. And the real question would be what kind of gift to say if we were just having an open dialogue where there's nothing hidden, no lies, even by omission. If those lines of communication were open and I told her what I bought, I'd have to be able to justify, you know what I'm saying? If, you know what I mean? As long as it wasn't a personal gift, it was something that would benefit my child, it would make sense. And she'll have to feel that, you know what I mean? Whether she wasn't feeling it or not. That's really the bottom line.
I was a little thrown off from the sound of the taps from them tap dancing shoes he was just using.
Oh man.
Can you run that back for me, please?
Oh my. Gregory Hines. The simplistic part of it is repeat the question. I want to make sure I'm answering the question.
Should your girlfriend, don't forget the fact about you not gonna let her know nothing. You can't refashion this wall. It's already got its bumps and bruises. You got to ride with it. Okay, no spackle. Should your girlfriend be okay with you buying the gifts for the mother of your child?
Depending on what the gift is. As long as my child benefits from the gift, no, she shouldn't have a problem with it.
So yes, she should be okay then.
Yes, she should be okay with it.
Okay.
Assuming
and then,
that it wasn't a private gift as opposed to something my child could benefit from. If I bought a new car, my child benefits from that.
okay. Watch this. Here's I push back. All right, watch this. If you are Usher or you some rich dude and the mother of your child has no vehicle, say you're wealthy, 8-figure wealthy, you're going to do that. That's not going to be a gift. You would do that shit just because.
Right.
Feel me? If you had the financial wherewithal to buy her a car, anyway. So your answer was yes. All right.
Right.
Zai, if you were in that situation, do you think that your lady should be okay with you buying gifts for the mother of your child?
I really feel like it's situational, like especially like on how much the gift is, like what it's for. Like what you said with the car, I feel like buying a whole car might be like a lot, but like when it comes to like maybe I don't know, gifting another means of transportation, or maybe like I don't know, maybe clothes for a job interview or different things that might be like pertaining to the child, like Vic was saying. I feel like that's more reasonable. Or like maybe if it's your child does something great, you could get them something small, like because you're happy that they're taking care of and raising your child to a standard that you like, that you're happy
Something
with.
small like what?
I don't know, like something for the house.
There's some pots.
Right. Make the house look prettier.
That's funny. All right. So we got one of the regulars that pops in. Truth is never favored. What's going on, Truth?
What up, though?
Number 7, Mr. XY anime guy. How you doing, brother?
How's it going?
And as always, the big homie, the one that's doing it. No one ever did it better. It's the best show.
My dude, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, bro. Funny thing is, part of tonight's show, you actually inspired. You a good dude, bro. Look, he laughing. It ain't even a joke. You're going to understand later. You're going to understand later, bro. Real talk. So let's jump in. We got the quick little spicy topic. You came in late, so you missed the Manscaped one.
Oh, I can imagine how that went.
We skipped right past it. Don't worry. So I'm going to ask you this. Should your girlfriend be okay with you buying gifts for the mother of your child?
Yeah, she ain't got no. In my words, we talking about. She ain't got no. She ain't got no choice. I mean, she got to be okay with that. That's not my wife, so she really don't have a say so in how I'm moving.
That's funny. You caught my one of the things I was gonna pull up. I was like, "Do any of y'all realize I said girlfriend and not wife?"
That's the first thing I said.
I didn't even catch that part. Okay. I need to listen better. Right. So my question is this: whether it matters to you or not, if she's happy with it, what do you think? Should she be happy with it? Or like if she's annoyed by it, would you understand?
Yeah. If I set up a precedent for us to be on that type of level where we could actually make those type of choices, where if I did something and she didn't like it, and she actually can voice her opinion over that, and vice versa, then I can understand why. But knowing how I am, I wouldn't even ever set that precedent. Like she doesn't.
That's it right there. It's about
That's
the
it.
precedent you set. If you don't be buying your baby mother gift and you just buy her something big all of a sudden, and that's not how you normally flow, yeah, that shit look off, and she gonna look at you sideways.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whether
Exactly.
she
Yeah,
right or
all of a
wrong for
sudden.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like we all on one accord on this one.
Just check it out.
All right. So let's talk about. And of course, if you guys look, I pinned the information to the top of the chat if you want to join the conversation. So, in certain states, when you marry someone, you actually can be held responsible for some of their child support, right?
Mhm.
Do you believe that if you marry someone and you choose to spend your life with someone, do you believe that you should also be responsible for helping with their child support? We're gonna go with Zai, the anime guy, because remember he's the young dude, so he said he doesn't have any children, so let's get his opinion before the OGs chime in.
Yo, I
Well,
can't run the tape back, Chef. I gotta hear the first part of the premise.
The
Can
first,
you
say
give
it
me?
again.
He just wants you to repeat it.
Yeah, that.
So, damn. Basically, if you get married to someone, should you be expected to help with the child support that they have to pay?
For a child that they had from another relationship. A previous relationship.
If it's child support, it's gonna be from another relationship. I'm gonna give you a minute. I said that. Listen, I'm gonna ask you
Yeah, that
if
makes sense. Yeah.
if you're getting married to somebody, should you be expected
I
to
guess I'll
help?
tell you my answer then.
I feel like because of how marriage is, and that's like a contractual thing. Yeah, I feel like that's part of it. Like their debts, because it's like when it comes to marriage, it's like you're agreeing to be a lifelong partner, and
Mm,
their debt, each other debts combined essentially, and at the end of the child support is another type of debt. And so when you marry, it's just like I feel like that's just part of what it comes with.
Hey, he's
Whether
not
I mean
wrong. He's
I don't
not
think
wrong
that
at
it would
all.
feel good. I don't think it feel good at all. I just think that's just like
Look,
part of it.
he's right by law. They'll take that shit out your taxes if your spouse don't pay their child support. They'll take that shit right out your taxes. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that y'all share jointly anyway. So
But
right.
then
that's
also it's like when you're married, by that point you're probably splitting bills in the first place, and so it's just another bill.
Mm. It,
mm,
it's a bill that's in. I like that one. I like that one. It's a
just
fact
another
in the
bill.
household. It's another bill. You know. Okay. And see,
So,
so you think
but
it's
if the man is the one that's gonna be generally the one bringing in a wait, let's see. Why would unless the woman had gave up her child, she wouldn't be under any spousal support. So generally, it's going to be a man that has left a previous relationship with a child paying spousal support. So it would be his woman that would be the one
wait.
co-signing to
You
that.
said spousal support. Say that again.
I'm saying spousal support, but I mean child support.
Okay.
So if it's the man paying child support 90% of the time, because the mother, whether they split up, is going to primarily have the child. So unless the woman left her child, that's going to be a rare occurrence. So primarily what we're talking about is, should women help their men pay their child support? And I think that's like a contradictory, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't support that.
When you say you don't support it, so okay, I'm gonna say this. Well, you know what? Because normally I would cook near the end, right? Let me let Truth drop his piece, and then I'm gonna kind of give y'all my idea.
All right, so we're talking about either party, right, Chef? Not just one sided.
You can answer whichever side of the conversation you want to answer.
Okay, so I'm gonna do both. If the mother is coming in with a child and she has to pay child support where the father has taken full custody of the child, and she married a man, her husband, the way I believe in it, her husband is supposed to take 100% of the bills.
All right, pause for a second, Truth. Wait. Pause for a second, Truth. Listen, y'all. Listen. Truth doesn't do this for free. I need y'all to get these likes up. He doesn't do this for free. Get them likes up. The price is a freaking push of a button. Okay? Do you understand how much he charges for OnlyFans? Get these likes up.
Hey, that's funny. Next year I'm about to start one.
$12 a month.
Next year I'm gonna start one, Chef.
Hey, you're gonna win. You're gonna win.
Truth got only hands.
Oh, that's nice. I like that, Vic. I like
that.
That was clean.
That was my man. So go ahead with it. You were saying about 100%?
Yeah, for me, a husband is supposed to pay 100% of the bills if he's capable of paying it. So if the woman's coming in with has to pay child support to her child's father, he has full custody. The husband is supposed to take care of that. Now, vice versa, if the husband is coming into a marriage and he has child support, do she take on that burden? Obviously, she wouldn't have to take on that. Okay, now let's say if she is paying half of the bills, then yes, I believe that she should have to contribute to that. But if she's not paying half of the bills, he should just be paying all the bills, 100%.
Makes sense.
It makes sense. So, you know what? Best in the world popped in. So I'm gonna let you give your piece.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You said, should the man pay most of the bills? Is that the question that we got?
No. The question was, let me go back and read it. Random thought. Should your girlfriend be okay with you? Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. I totally went a different route. Did that one. It was a freestyle. My question was, do you think that if you get with someone or you marry someone, that if necessary, you should help with paying their child support?
Yeah. If I'm gonna be with her, yeah. Because I'm the man of the house. I understand the responsibility, and I shouldn't take on a responsibility if I'm not willing to take on everything. If you accept the woman, you accept the child. Point blank. Period. You know what I mean? So if you want a woman that don't have the child, then you get with somebody who doesn't have a child. You know what I mean? Like it's just that simple. I know the chemistry is good and maybe everything else is good, but you gotta understand the child is also a part of that dynamic. So for you not to accept the child is just extremely selfish. You know what I mean? So Vic is dying over there. I don't know why. But yeah, what happened, Vic?
Hey, Danique, put your link for your only hands.
Oh wow. Your only hands, man. Hey Vic, you better take that for somebody take it from you. You better take that. You know what I mean?
Peace to King Homeku.
Yeah, peace to King.
Conversation.
Shout out to the King.
Word, shout out to King, man.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, you should definitely take on a responsibility if you're gonna be with her. You know what I mean? If you're not willing to do that, then let shorty ride out because you ain't really down with her. You ain't really got it.
What about the other way around? Should she help you with your child support?
That
was the original question.
That was actually the original question.
should she help you? Yeah. I mean, here's the thing: you got to understand, in modern society, the way that bills and everything is structured right now. I mean, a light bill alone, could set you back. You know what I'm saying? A light bill alone, like, you know what I mean? So, like, if she can help you with any expenses, if you can help each other with any expenses, you better help each other. Cause it's real out here. You know what I mean? It ain't cheap to live, especially in a major metropolitan city. We talking about like New York, LA, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The major ones, Miami, you gonna live somewhere like that? Oh, you better be getting all the help you can need. You better be taking it. And if the government is giving you something free, you better take that too. Definitely.
That's right.
This Vic is dying.
Hey, I feel you, bro. I feel like this, right? Okay. In the rare case that a woman has to pay child support, right? I'm no longer thinking about should her husband be helping her with child support. I'm thinking about her baby's father, how lame he is for actually putting his baby mama on child support. If he actually got full custody of his children, why are you even bothering with this woman if she's that kind of woman that will let you have the custody? What kind of nigga is that?
Oh, this is an avenue right here.
One that need that money.
Yeah. This is an avenue we need to touch, Chef, before we go to the other side.
And Sherelle, where you at, Wode? Where's Sherelle at? Wode, come up here, Wode.
Unmute yourself, Chef.
You muted, Chef.
I might be flowing too.
Okay.
But yo, repeat. I want you to repeat that last part so the folks could hear what you said. That's my smooth way of saying I ain't hear what you said.
Okay. So this is how I remixed it, right? So we already acknowledged that it would be a rare case that a woman was the one on child support where the man would have to help the woman with her child support, right? But in that case, I would be less concerned with the man helping that woman with her child support than I would be more concerned with the man or the kind of man that would bother to put his baby mother on child support, especially if she's the kind of woman that would allow you to have full custody of your child. You already got full custody of your child, free and clear. If you were the kind of man that handled business, you was already going to take care of your child. Now you don't have to take care of the child and the woman. You good. What are we talking about?
So hold on. So are you saying that you believe in legal double standards?
Oh yeah, that's why I said we gotta tap into this. That's right.
Do you feel that you believe in legal double standards? Because pretty much by definition. So what you did when you gave that dynamic, right? The dynamic that you gave was he's making all of this money, this, that, and the other, right? If we're going to make that kind of test, let's do like the real test. The same way the mothers who have the children, they may not be making all of that money and they have to pay the immediate costs to feed, clothe, house, right? And raise those children. They got to put gas in the car to take them. They got to have a car to take them. All of those different things. So I want you to use that example. You feel what I'm saying? Use that example. You're making an assumption that, he got all of this money and he's free and clear, but you're negating the fact that he has.
No, I didn't say he had money. I didn't say he had a whole bunch of money. I was saying that it was already, if they had stayed together and it was his wife and not his baby's mother, and they were still together, he would still be responsible for those children, if not those children and his woman. Now he's in a situation where he don't even have to pay for the woman at all, just keeping it all financial.
So you're just keeping it mathematical. You're just looking mathematically.
Wait. You was still responsible for these children. So you got to create that. Now, if you don't got enough for those children, You just in a bad situation. It was gonna be that if you was with her or not. So why are you trying to drag her from whatever messed up situation where she even let you take the kids? How bad is her mind gotta be to let you take them?
Well, the reason why I want to tap into this is because this is something that I had vouched for a couple of months ago. Is that I believe that upon divorce, that the children should go with the father out of default.
Many cultures do.
Off of default, because of how I view the children is more of a product of the dad than the mom. So I believe the responsibility and the onus is on the father to take care of them. Now, if he's not capable of, then yes, the children should go with the mom for whatever reasons. People have problems for whatever reasons. I don't judge people on that type of stuff as long as they do the best they can. So if he's in a situation, one thing I do agree with, if he's in a situation where he can financially take care of the children without any compensation from any other source, then he should not dare put that woman on child support. But if it's a situation just like they're using it to milk the system and work in their favor to so-called compensate and take care of the children, then that should be afforded to the father as well if he has full custody. If not, we need to abolish the whole thing of child support, period, which I agree with that ahead of time, that it need to be abolished flat out.
Well,
whoa. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, personally,
I gotta stop you. I was being rude. I apologize. We got a queen in the house. Queen forever.
Hey, Queen.
You snuck in the side door. Who let you in?
Right. She came in through the window. That's sister girl. That's sister girl from the 5th floor.
She got a key.
Miss Forever.
I don't do climbing through no windows. I'm coming through the door.
You got a key, baby dog. All right.
That's right.
Yeah, what I was getting ready to say was it may be because I'm younger, but I'm more of a proponent of the 50-50. Just in general, like the ideal and moral of it, where it's a 50-50 household and just how a relationship is, like both partners put in 50-50. So Vic, when you were talking about in a marriage that if they stay together, that he would have that responsibility of paying for them children regardless. When you said that statement, it was under the assumption that the woman wouldn't be contributing anyway. And that's where I feel like the disconnect was, at least for me, is because how I see it is that if the woman, if they're in the same financial like status, like they're gonna be facing the same issues, whether or not they're gonna be facing the same issues separate from each other financially with what they need to pay for, under the assumption that this 50-50. And I feel like it's like we were thinking about it in two different ways. Because in my mind, I feel like a relationship.
I feel you on what you're saying, because you looking at it as everything was already 50-50. So when you separate, it can and should probably still be 50-50, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're getting at, but I tend to disagree. But as far as what I think a relationship should be, but in a modern status, yeah, that would make more sense how people tend to organize their relationship when paying bills. But it's a large sector of men who believe in a man being responsible for breadwinning in general, no matter what year it is.
Anime guy.
Yeah.
Was your people's married?
No.
Okay. The household that you grew up in, was it a male and a female living there predominantly?
Not at the same time.
Okay, so that is a contributing factor. And also, why do you believe that a man and a woman should take 50% of everything?
Well, for me, it stems from just I wouldn't say I'm a feminist, but
Whoa, what?
no, I'm saying I wouldn't say I'm a feminist, but like I see things as like I don't necessarily think that it's like a man is just by default supposed to have more responsibility than another gender. I'm like male versus female. I feel like that's not part of the equation of the amount of responsibility that should be put upon one person.
Zai,
That's just
I got
me.
a question for you.
Hold on,
Hey,
Vic.
hold on. Truth. I got
Hold
one
on, Vic.
question.
Hold on.
You can have it right back. One question.
Yeah.
Because I ain't want to get it. Go ahead. 'Cause I
Zai,
don't want to get off of this.
do you believe that men and women should both in a relationship or marriage, they should both come together to make all the decisions?
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right.
It's all yours, Truth.
All right. So my next. Okay. So if a man and a woman are both equally responsible for the bills and the decision making, where is the purpose of a man at?
I feel like that's a deeper question we about to delve into, but
Yeah, let's do it because this is very important. Because we need to clarify what the purpose of a man is, man. This is important. We men in here right now, and of course, it's forever. But she has a man doing her thing. So I want, since you're the younger dude, and this is important, we need to understand what's the purpose of a man if you're going to basically say the woman should do the same thing basically do a man's job.
I mean, I feel like as a man, obviously there's things that are easier for us to do as men. Like maybe it might be putting things together or heavy things or like things that like are us as being men, our body type is more like able to control and do easier. But like in terms of making money, realistically, the jobs that are available to both men and women, most of the time they're the same jobs. Like maybe not like warehouse jobs, construction work, things like that. But aside from a wage gap in America, that's its own problem. The same jobs are a lot of the time available to both males and females, and so I don't think things like finances are something that should just be exclusive to men. Maybe it was at one point in time when women weren't able to work the same jobs or weren't able to make similar amounts of money. But I feel like in 2021, the landscape we're in, that's not necessarily the case.
All right, you probably didn't understand what I was saying. If a woman does what the responsibility of a man is, what type of purpose now does a man have?
I feel like
you probably want to make clear what you understand as the purpose of a man.
Purpose of a man, yeah.
Right.
Okay, so the purpose of a man is, Chef said this the other day, and it was exactly right. Prophet, priest, provisionless, protector. These are the things that a man. Huh?
You left out king.
Okay, and king. So these are the things that a man provides for a woman. That these are his purpose for the woman and for his household, and just not his household. This is his purpose for the civilization to be built upon. This is how it was established since the beginning of time. So if you take that away from us, what is our purpose now? If she's going to do all of these things.
And can you also go into what you think the purpose of a woman is? Yeah, just so I could speak on both.
Okay. So the purpose of a woman is to be a lover and a nurturer. She is supposed to provide. If you want to just say for a husband, she's supposed to provide. She's supposed to respect him. She's supposed to provide sex. She's supposed to be his companion, his best friend, and also, most importantly, she's supposed to provide a domesticated lifestyle, which means keep his household in order for him to be the best man he can be. So a queen would be, if she's married to a king, she would be the mother, the lover, and nurturer of the land and all its people. They would come to her for those provisions, and she would be the delegator of what the king's, um, 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 what he present to be how the kingdom should be run. She would delegate that down through each family. So that's a woman's role. In short term, the term would be called help me. She is the one that supposed to assist and help the king or her husband achieve the vision set forth upon his people or upon that household with the children. So to get back to the initial point, if you take away what the man's purpose is, and she's supposed to do that too, what is now the man's purpose?
The man is supposed to take some of the purpose that the women took from the men. I feel like the men should be taking something from the women as well. I feel like maybe I shouldn't be saying I feel like somebody said.
Nah, it's over.
I know in my mind that I see that as somewhat of like an archaic way of thinking, because I don't there's no reason that those responsibilities can't be shared, that men can't nurture, that men can't help around the house, that women can't provide.
Okay, not saying that they can't. I'm saying if you take that away from the man, then what are we then? You're not answering that question. I'm not saying that they can't. I'm saying if you take that away, we're not looking forward to taking away a woman's purpose. We want them to be women. But for some reason, a lot of females want to do the job of a man, but they don't want the responsibilities that come from behind the man. So I'm saying if you take away our purpose again, what are we left with? Not can it be done? What are we left with if you take it away?
How you're explaining it, we're left being less of men.
Bingo. There we go.
How I see it is
Bingo.
that it's not a subtraction. It's like it's
Well,
more,
we're not
fusing.
listen. I'm not listen. The key thing is the way you're looking at it. I'm asking you how it is, and your first answer is correct because that's the first thing you saw. Because that's that's the truest thing.
That's not the
We're
first thing I
less
saw.
of a man.
I was saying, I was just stating how I saw your perspective. My
Nah, you
perspective
should
is
No,
say
hold
that
on,
your
no,
way.
hold on for a minute. Are we less of a man or not? Yes or no? And I want
No.
the truth. But
I
we're
don't
not
believe
less of
so
a man there?
whatsoever.
Okay, why we're not less of a man? Not what you believe. Tell me why we're not less of a man.
We're not less of men because we're giving what we've been giving, and on top of that,
What is that?
we're given the support element, we're given finances, we're given everything that you said that men should be given, and then on top of that, you're also going to nurture the children, you're going to help around the house, you're going to give sex, everything that you were saying that women do as well. I'm not saying that that men should be doing less and that women should
No,
pick
you're
up
not.
the
You're not.
slack.
You're
He
still
said she
getting off
gonna
the
cut the
point.
grass and he gonna
Yeah.
wash the dishes.
See that. So listen to what I'm saying. How are we not less of a man? You're still showing that we're less of it because we're not doing the whole. That's less than.
What you're not understanding is I feel like the definition
You
has
keep saying.
changed.
Hold on.
No,
Yo. Let him finish. Man, truth. Let him finish, bro.
What I'm saying is that my definition and your definition of what men aren't the same. I'm saying that I feel like in the time that we're in, or I can only speak for myself as a man, that I feel like it's changed.
Hey, Zai, would you
Okay,
describe?
hold
Hold on.
No,
I'm asking him
Vic.
one question.
Hold
Hold
on, Vic.
on. I'm gonna let you get him. I just
Hold
want to
on, Vic.
clarify his position. Would you relate how you feel about relationships to basketball, the way they call it positionless basketball now, where someone isn't defined to a specific role, they just kind of float between the things that their abilities support?
Well, I'm not that much into sports, but how you described it, yes, I'd agree that people can float and do what's in their strong suits.
All right.
Okay, go ahead, Truth.
All right. So to get back to again, how are we not? And this one thing I think that we need to establish. What you believe is not the truth. My truth, my truth, your truth, everybody else's truth. That's not the truth. What is the truth is what has already been established since the beginning.
Can I tell you
From the
something?
beginning. Hold on, I'm not finished.
Let Wise get something because his signal going in and out.
All right, good.
So
We're going to come back to it.
Yeah.
so here's what I've been picking up because I've been listening to y'all, even though my signal is not good for me to be able to hop on. I'm still listening, right? So there was a part where Vic and Truth, y'all were talking about. Well, it was Vic mainly. I don't want to put words in Truth's mouth, but I remember hearing it from Vic talking about the way he would see a man if he put a woman on child support, right? Now, and Truth just mentioned, there's your truth, there's my truth, but there's the real truth. The real truth is the average black man doesn't even make $50,000 in this country a year. That's the real truth. So the real truth is if a man wants to be able to provide the right life for his children, he's probably going to need a little bit more assistance.
Oh man.
Oh,
Cut out
dang.
when he was getting into it.
He was cooking. He
That's
was
why we just
cooking.
trying to let him slide.
He was
Too.
cooking.
I
All right.
wasn't trying to cut you off. I was like, I know he might have to
Yeah.
drop.
So
Can I say
to
something?
get back to go ahead, Quinn.
Okay. So I just want to say to the point with XY, when there's no roles, things get confusing and convoluted. So when you go to work, you have a role, you have a position, you know what your job title is. Unless your boss comes to you and say, hey, I'm gonna need you to do this today. You know what you go to work for. Just like in a relationship, just like in a marriage. When you don't have like roles or you communicate that, things become very chaotic and confusing. I don't think it's barbaric to have roles and positions. I think it's very important because I think women today, young, because I call them girls, I don't call them women. I don't want to be a man. I don't want to play his role. I don't want to do what he do. I'm okay with being a woman and
Truth, you
being
got to mute.
feminine. I don't, huh?
Truth, got to mute.
Oh, okay. So I think it's not barbaric. I think it's you don't want to be a woman doing masculine, quote unquote, jobs because then it makes you masculine. I'm a woman. I believe in my femininity. I believe in embracing that. And I think today, a lot of women don't embrace that. They want to wear the bra and a jock strap. I'm not interested in that. And I think it can become messy. I'm trying to follow something, but I might have a deeper point to this later. But I just wanted to say that I don't think it's anything wrong with having roles, having something you're good at, I do believe in communication, but I also believe that my rock leads my household. And if I trust my rock to lead my household well, I follow and I support. I don't think anything's wrong with that. That's all.
Yeah, that's where I was going at next. But let me get back to XY. So again, how isn't a man less of himself if he shares his responsibility with the woman?
I mean, it's not necessarily there's by what you're saying. It's not. It's his responsibility, so he would be less of himself by that standard. Yes, but what I was saying was that by by default, it's not his. And on top of that, what Queen was saying did make a lot of sense when it came to roles. I agree. Having established roles is key when it comes to working in a team, because in a partnership, you're a team. And I'm not saying that a man can't do all of the things that we've been saying that men should do. All I'm saying is that I don't believe that's a default responsibility as a man. I don't think it makes you less of a man. I feel like once you have those established roles in your relationship, then that's fine. Now, what would make you less of a man would be if you sat there and didn't do what was expected of you after you already established all of that.
So hold on,
Let me get one. All right, let me get one real quick.
Let's come back.
Real quick, Truth. Zod, answer me this, right? Mute for 1 second, Truth. If you don't mind doing dishes, you grew up doing dishes, you don't mind doing dishes, your old lady hate doing dishes, and then you leave it up to her, she gonna leave them in the sink anyway. So you just decide you're gonna do dishes. But in exchange, would you allow her to take out the trash to make up for it?
Yes.
Say less.
It's an opinion. It's an opinion a lot of people don't agree with, but that's just what I hold.
Yeah, and again, I respect your opinion because it's yours. But the thing is, this is the problem with our society is that we don't have a certain type of structure. Everybody believes in this, everybody believes in that. The things that were set before time that always have established that has been proven to work, we want to go away from that because of our feelings and because of this so-called liberational movement that's being presented. So we have all agreed if something is 100% and then you take away from it, that's less than its original whole, correct?
I got a question for you. Truth. Truth is never favored. You're biblically astute. You don't play about your God. A good majority of the text that you use to construct your life, you live by Jesus and respect your Father God. And the majority of the constructs that you hold dear to you are biblically based, right? They're not traditionally based, they're biblically based, right? So now, I think I remember you say you was 38. You were 38, maybe? So now, you're talking to somebody who's 16 years, your junior, right? So now, remember we had the show where we talked about talking versus teaching? You may want to use it as an opportunity to be less shocked and maybe be more vigilant at a teaching opportunity. What you think about that?
That's what I'm doing. I have a different method of teaching than what you do. So that's why I'm going step by step by step.
But if your teaching is biblically based,
It's not biblically based. I can ask a person that's not a Christian here, do they believe in what I'm speaking about? And I guarantee they'll say yes. Traditionally sound is a man taking care of all the household bills. You don't have to be a Christian to want that. Majority is actually an innate thing inside of any authentic man that he want to handle the whole thing. I got this. I'm gonna take care of all mine. That's in us to do it. That's in us to do it. So, but again, just to get back to the concept of a lump sum of 100, and you take away from that, is going to be less than, right? Anime guy?
Yeah.
Okay, it don't matter the percentage of it, it's less than.
But what I was saying was that it's not just a subtraction, it's an addition as well. So it's not gonna just be you're subtracting, you're adding other things.
No,
it's an exchange.
Exactly.
Right.
That's an exchange, not addition, because you're taking away from the purpose of a man and you're giving the man a woman concept. This is what I'm trying to show you. So you're still taking away from the man. You're just giving him woman traits now, woman responsibilities. So you're still taking away from the man. So that's what I'm trying to get you to see. Either way, once you call yourself exchanging duties or whatever, you're still taking away from what a man actually is.
My thing is, and why I say,
before you explain that, did you understand what I was saying? Don't just hear me to respond. Did you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
No, I was saying though is that those responsibilities. Question: if a woman was single, would she not have all of those responsibilities? She lives her entire life single. Is she not going to have those same responsibilities that a man would have?
Yes.
Yes, that's because she's single.
Exactly.
We're talking about in a relationship.
But what I'm saying is that when a woman is single, they have those same responsibilities, then that doesn't necessarily mean that only a man or a woman. I don't believe that as soon as you get into a relationship, the entire role changes. I feel like you create the role with your significant other.
Okay. And I understand. Again, you can have your opinion is your opinion.
I understand. I was just explaining where I was coming from with that.
I understand because I have these conversations with people all the time. What I'm just trying to get you to see is that when we take away something that is less than the other, no matter how you think you're compensating and adding to it, you're not. You're still taking away the main objective of a man and trying to fill that void with something of what the woman is supposed to be doing. Just to compensate with the fact of, oh, we're going 50-50, we sharing this so-called power couple movement. A power couple is one, like Miss Queen said, in proper order. When you have a business, when it's presently constructed and it's running perfectly, you have what's called a tower of authority. You got the CEO, president, manager, all these different type of things, and those things are ran properly. Everybody has their own objectives in order to make the business run smooth. That's the same thing inside of a household. Everyone has their main objective in order for it to be running smoothly. And once you give somebody something else that somebody else can do, that takes away from the other individual when they can be doing something else that still involves what their title is doing. And this is why so many men out here, well, so-called men out here, not coming to the aid and not becoming men because they're running around looking for this 50-50 thing. And we can't get back to being real men, taking on the lot, taking on the responsibility of taking care of our wife, our women, our children, and everything that's under our umbrella. We have to get back to that.
Let me jump in there.
Hey, chef, check this out. Now you tell me if what you say is gonna build on this. This was a while back, but it was relevant. Gina 789 says, because this day and time it is expensive. It's called inflation. You need two people to pay the bills. You shouldn't base your manhood on money. Go, chef.
So, in terms of where I sit within the conversation, you know what I'm saying? I want to just bring some proper kind of perspective to the conversation, right? So remember, I check my analytics in terms of age range. Our analytics show average 35 to 44, something like that, right? Yo, Zai, anime guy, you married?
No.
You ever like lived with a woman, cohabitated with like a girlfriend?
No.
You got any kids?
No, I don't have kids. I've been with my girlfriend for 4 years, but I don't have kids.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
All right. So when we look at it too, and especially when we talk, and I'm not talking to you now, I'm talking to the panel in the chat. Remember, we're talking to a different generation, right? We're talking to a generation that's inundated with a lot of information, inundated with a lot of lifestyle options, if you will. Nothing negative, but inundated with a lot. So now when we look, even with, you know, whatever nature and nurture that parents can bring, it's the result of the next generation. So now we might need to think, you know, one of the reasons I kind of created this dynamic and let them up, there's going to be a way that we need to communicate with them. And we can't assume naturally that they possess the same foundational standards that we did. The foundation that built their generation does not contain the same kind of cement. It's different. Does it make it worse? No, because guess what? That generation is actually more financially astute and balanced than us. They're actually creating wealth and making money in a faster way and more innovative ways than our generation. Financially, with a lot of the standards that we speak to and a lot of things we do right now, financially, they're going to be moving faster than us. So at some point, before we laugh at them, what we may want to do is understand where the disconnect is and not just say, well, I'm righting it wrong. And there's a reason for this. And now I'm about to whip y'all into the rabbit hole and right back out. Truth. I told you you inspired part of the show tonight. Remember that? You remember that, Truth? You gotta come off mute.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm about to share a moment with you and maybe call it my YouTube moment. You know, there was something about you talking about your, you know, the way that you love on your daughter and the things that you did as a father and all of those. You get what I'm saying? So I'm pretty much going to reveal to you guys and all of the chat, Zai the anime guy is my son. FYI, I ain't letting nobody know. So that's my son. You get what I'm saying?
Shout out.
So, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's my firstborn. You get what I'm saying? Not look, He ain't, you know, he's.
Why would you do that, Chef? Dangerous game. That's a dangerous game.
At first I thought y'all
Chris
just
say
knew
you
on
a
the low.
bitch ass nigga.
I thought y'all just knew on the low.
We may drop some more surprises on you,
Hey,
Vic.
true. That's
Like,
my
I
friend.
want to see. I want to see which one. I want to see which one of you motherfuckers get blocked forever. Nah.
We may drop some more surprises on you, Vic. We may drop some more surprises. Shout out to M3 too. M3, I see you. Shout out to M3.
What up, M3? But yeah, man. So, you know, because the thing is, the new generation is a newer generation. If we see the things that the media, remember we had a whole thing about the media yesterday, you know, who controls our news. If you see that all of this stuff is being controlled in a certain way and things are being metered out to us and delivered to us, imagine how it's going to be to those who are less adept to us than us, which would be our progeny, our children. So I understand how he feels. He's a new generation. You know what I mean? So by the same token, is it they have to meet our frame of thinking? Or if we feel that we are that higher in sonic, mental, intellectual vibration, then should we meet them? Remember, even the teacher who's going to teach the kids, they have to understand the aptitude of those children. They had to understand the aptitude of those children in order to provide what's called curriculum and structure. Colleges make your ass take a placement test so they know if you get AP calculus or remedial fractions in math. All right. The whole point is, we talking or we teaching? You know, that was pretty much it. You know, yo, son, yo, you do your thing, you drop off. I just appreciate you for joining me on this exercise, my man. I love you. And holler at me later.
Shout out you.
Yo, you streaming tonight?
I actually streamed earlier tonight.
All right. So shout them out with your information so they know what's what, son.
Yeah, I'm just the same username, Zai Anime Guy on YouTube and Twitch. That's where you'll find me. I stream almost every day, every other day. It depends. I got work, but yeah.
All right, son.
I'm usually live in the evening time.
Cool. So, yo, man, hold it down. Thanks
I'm
for
still
joining
gonna
us.
be tuned in the chat, but I like the conversation. I appreciated the back and forth because the conversation that we was having, I often have it, but I often have it with my mother, and my dad, but not from other men. Well, other grown men's perspective besides my mom and dad.
Hey, Zai, let me leave you with this.
That's a key thing too. That's important to know.
He stood up to truth.
Hey, listen, first of all, you get an extra set of stripes and an honorary. I stood in there with truth badge. All right. Okay, but look, I want you to take this for what it's worth. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta try to rebut it or nothing. But there's a situation, right? And people think of it like, oh man, those caveman days. It'll never be like that again. But in a blink of an eye, it may very well be a new version of same said caveman game. So what I'm saying is that a man in general should have the spirit and be used to providing in general, never mind monetary. I feel like this generation is using analytics and is very efficient. But there's an essence of what it requires to be a man, and it comes from getting nasty shit on your hands and getting dirty and not being able to cry. All of that shit make a man, in my opinion. And I think the spirit of those struggles, that hardening that Queen was talking about, we don't want to put those things on our women. So when we actually were to be put in a situation where it was mandatory that, yeah, you actually got to protect your woman. The police ain't coming. That you got the gumption and the fortitude and used to playing your position. So whether it means, yeah, you got to actually put the knife in that thing and let it die. Because she don't got the heart to do that part. She can go bring you a Happy Meal, but she ain't got to kill nothing. So to be a man and be used to taking that role as your personal responsibility. So that if there ever was a situation, there's no question of who's going to do what. We know that when it's ass kicking time, that's all me. When it's trash taking time, that's all me. Non-negotiable. I don't teach my girls to take trash. I teach them to wash dishes so that they're comfortable with that task. So if a man should ever ask them or expect that of them, they're comfortable in that. And it's got to start small. Now, that's just my position, but I want you to ponder that and mix it in with whatever other information that you already have rolling around in your head. You know what I'm saying? It's a good book called Lights Out by Half Fast. It's the best book I've read in a long time. Lights Out. And it tells what happens if the lights went out in America for 14 days in current times. And just have a look at that and see what you think about the world after.
Gotcha.
I appreciate dialoguing with you, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that in mind and reflect on it.
Yeah, I appreciate the back and forth, brother. The thing is, I wanted to share, because I've been having a lot of conversations with a lot of, especially younger guys, and this is the generation that you're in. I have these conversations with my 15-year-old son, and he thinks the same way how you think, that these are the things that are supposed to be shared. That's because this is something that he grew up watching, where his mother is more of the breadwinner, and she's sharing the bills with her boyfriends and stuff like that. But the result of that is his mother is also stressed out a lot because she's fitting the role of the man. And not just off of a monetary level. We're talking about off of provisions. And provision is just not about financial. Provision is about being able to see how to properly coordinate and handle things in a manner that's going to be suitable and less stressful for the whole entire family. And it's going to work out effectively. A man is supposed to be able to properly see how things are supposed to handle ahead of time before it ever approaches the house. That's why it's called provision. So I just wanted to share those things with you. I mean, the world is
before he goes. So I gotta drop something on that. True. Whether his mom and I were together or not, I was gonna hold stuff down, right? In terms of me not being as present as I could have been if I just like to play Xbox all day, right? I was able to assist in creating a dynamic where, and that's another conversation that actually is going to lead to another show about the protection that we provide our children, the shelter we provide, some of the different impacts. Because I'm a Brooklyn dude. He lives in Brooklyn, in the heart of Bed-Stuy.
Yeah.
But he's protected, right? Nobody mess with him. Tekashi's video, you know what I mean, was filmed on his freaking block. Doors away. But he's safe. And there was a level, this is me talking as a dad. There's a level of safety that he and his mom, knowing from the environment came through in, and knowing that we're both lions. She's a lioness, but we're both lions. and the level of protection and provision that we want to provide, sometimes it would also shelter them to away because we don't want them to see and hear the things that we saw and hear, right? Got it. So what happens is the things that we saw and hear that help build us up or build that callus that someone mentioned, if we don't allow them to build that callus, then the nature and nurture part is going to impact differently. Doesn't mean negative, no. Because in terms of his mindset and where he's thinking, there is no right and wrong right now. That is the pejorative mindset of his generation. You know, so the thing is, he popped up, told him come through, he popped up. I had a feeling, you know, at some point, truth is going to be like, huh? But nah, it is what it is. You know, I'm proud of him. He's extremely intellectual, you know, and shit, he's going to be all right. He's going to be all right. He's still building, you know, so you're always welcome to come up whenever you want, son. You know, it's your crib.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be back at some point.
For sure.
I'm going to drop out right now, but I'm going to keep watching.
All right,
Shout
son.
out to you. Shout out
Love
to
you,
you,
man.
You're doing a great job. And
Oh,
Chef,
yeah.
man,
Salute, little bro.
you're doing a wonderful job, Chef.
I
You know what
appreciate
I mean?
you.
Definitely.
Love you, man. Peace. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Nah, he's strong. He's strong. He stayed steadfast in his position. He didn't get swayed at all.
You
I
know,
like that.
I know his faces.
And
So I
that's
know,
what I
I know
respect.
at one point, I know his faces. It was almost like he was giving the like, who is this guy face? But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Thanks for participating in that little exercise, you know. But yeah, it's definitely one thing that I think we need to start thinking about, and it brings it back to us, not just one person, but us on the talk version.